So, good morning, everyone. I am Hassan Dhabak, Assistant Professor in English, Department of BSH, BB Raj Institute of Technology, Narsapur. The course we are dealing with that is English for skill enhancements. And today I am going to discuss one topic that is common errors in the using of preposition and conjunctions. Now, first, parts of speech. Now, parts of speech is very important for understanding the grammar, English grammar. Now we can consider that the categorization of parts of speech such as noun, pronoun, adjective, adverb, conjunction, interjections, all 8 parts of speech. Now first we are going in the prepositions. So what is that? If you see that the preposition, there are two words. If we divide the word pre and position. Now pre means before, and position that's mean place. So a preposition is a word placed before a noun or a pronoun to show in what relations the persons or thing denoted by it stands in regard to something else. So this from this definition you can understand that a place which be placed before a word which placed before a noun or pronoun to show its what relation to the person or thing denoted by its stand in regard to something else. So there are some examples you can see. The first one is there is a cow in the field. Next one is he is fond of tea. And next one is the cat jumped off the chairs. So now we have these 3 examples. We will try to understand this preposition through these 3 examples. Now, first one is that there is a cow in the field. So the preposition in that actually makes a relationship, denotes a relations between the cow and the field. Another that is the word of. That word of actually signifies the attributes of the font uh, of the persons. Uh, the persons fonts and the word tea. Another that the cat jumped off the chairs. Here you can see that that of actually uh, uh, that makes a relations between the actions verb and the chairs. So we'll go to next slides. There are kinds of prepositions. So we'll try to understand one by one. First one is a simple prepositions. What are the simple preposition? So you can see that at, by, for, from, in, of, on, out, through, till, to, of, with. All those are prepositions we can consider as simple prepositions. Now we'll go to next. That is the compound prepositions. Now, what are the compound prepositions? Which are generally formed by prefixing a preposition to a noun or an adjectives or an adverbs. Now you can see that the some of the preposition here. One is about, above, across, alone, among, amongst, around, before, behind, below, beneath, beside, between, beyond, inside, outside, within, without. All these words we can consider that those are the compound prepositions. Now, coming to the third section, that is, we may call that the phrase prepositions. Now, you can understand what is phrase and what is clause. That is different discussion. But here you can see that the groups of words used with the force of a single prepositions. So there are I have listed all these prepositions, but all these are not sufficient. But all these you can see that some of that examples. So according to, in accordance with, in addition to, agreeably to, along with, in or on behalf of, in case of, in reference to, in regard to, away from, because of, in comparison to, in spite of, instead of, in the event of, by means of, in consequence of, in course of, in favor of, on account of, by virtue of, by way of, in front of, with reference to, for the sake of, in order to, with regards to. All those are examples, or we can consider the phrase prepositions. There are another kind of preposition we can use, that is participle prepositions. That Now we are going to that common error, some common errors in the using of preposition. So we can categorize it, all these prepositions, that mistakes that Indian students, or who are who have the English as a second language, they often make mistakes the using these prepositions. So if we categorize the common errors, we can divide into three categories. So one is that the use of an incorrect prepositions, where the students are not using the correct preposition. The second one is the omissions of a required preposition. When a preposition is required, the students or anyone is not using that preposition. Third one is that inclusion of unnecessary prepositions. When the preposition is not necessary, the student might use that add an unnecessary preposition. So we'll go one by one. So use of an incorrect, you can see that first one, that I congratulated her for her promotion. Here you can see that for this preposition is incorrect. It should be like this: I congratulated her on her promotion. It should be on. Next example is that I have been working from breakfast. Now I have seen that many students in the classroom, they often do mistakes of these prepositions. So you can see the first, we should clear that, make a clear understanding that where it should be for, uh, 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 where it should be since or for. So that is the confusion that students often face, that where should be since and where should be for. Now you can understand this sentence, I have been working since breakfast. This sentence is an example of present perfect continuous tense. So so in the present perfect continuous tense, where we should use either since or for, not from. Now if I write one example like this, so it should be this example, I have been working from breakfast. This is incorrect. It should be I have been working since breakfast. Why since is here? Now I'm writing one such examples, that it, so something, it has been raining for 2 hours. Now this is another example. It has been raining for 2 hours, or I can write it like it has been raining since morning. Now here are two examples. First one is that it has been raining since morning. Second was it has been raining for 2 hours. Now here you can see for 2 hours, this is a period of time. What is that? Period of time. Now since morning, when we are indicating that it is point of time. So which point it has started. So you can understand this example, it has been raining since morning. This is one type of example. Another, it has been raining for 2 hours or 2 days. or even 2 years, whatever it can be. This is such example. So one is point of time, another is period of time. Now I will give another example of the same, because the student often do mistake in this sentence or this tense. So if I write that I have been living Kolkata for 10 years. So this is one type of same type of sentence where you can see that 10 years, I have been living in Kolkata for 10 years. So the 10 years is the period of time. And if I write the same sentence like this, I have been living in Kolkata since my childhood. My childhood. So this is another such example. I have been living in Kolkata since my childhood. So this is another point of time. So that would be very helpful for the student to understand that where should be that the point of time and the period of time. So yes. So next we'll go. So next is that omission of a required preposition. I already discussed the omission where that preposition is required but it is not given. So I must reply her email. So this is one such example. So it should be I must reply to her mail. Another such examples, they compensated him for him the loss. Now here again one preposition is required, that is for. They compensated him for the loss. So this is second type of the common errors the students they might do. A third type of the inclusion of an unnecessary preposition. You can see this. This is one such example is that the team discovered about sorry, the team discussed about their failures. Now this is another such example where about it is unnecessary. So the team discussed their failures. So this is such type of an example. This about is unnecessary. Here another example, where are you going to? So this to is unnecessary. It should be where are you going? Next such example, that do not throw things out of the window. So this is here in this example also out is again sorry, off is unnecessary. So do not throw things out the windows. Okay. So will you please separate out the good mangoes from the bad ones? Now in this sentence the separate out, this out is unnecessary. So it should be will you please separate the good mangoes from the bad ones? So all these types of that example I already gave all these common mistakes that the student actually do. Now we'll go the next one of the very important parts of speech, that is conjunction. Now what is conjunction? Conjunction is a word that is used to connect words, phrase or clauses. Now what is phrase and another is clause? So phrase is that when we discuss that phrase is a group of words, a group of words without verb in general, and clause is that a group of words with a verb that denotes a specific meaning. So those are the two basic definition of the phrases and phrase and clause. Now conjunction, that word actually connects to words, to phrases, to clauses, to ideas, and etc. There are basically three types of conjunction we can encounter. That is the coordinating conjunction, subordinating conjunction, and correlative conjunction. So First one is that coordinating, that there are the 7 coordinating conjunction in English, and you can remember the using the word this fanboy. What is that? The fanboy. So you can see that fanboy, where for is signifies this one, and the for and so for and nor, but, or, yet, and so all these are, you can see that that uh, that that coordinating conjunctions. Now we'll move to the next section. This is one type of example. He was clever but lazy. Now this but is one type of conjunctions. You can understand that this is a coordinating conjunction where it can that connect the two words. One is clever, another is lazy. So you can understand that from its connect two words and phrase and clause. From this example, you can understand that here the he was clever but lazy. So it actually connect to words. The word but actually connect clever and lazy. These two words. Now we'll move to next sections. The subordinating conjunction. So what is that? This type of conjunction includes the works of words like because, if, although, since, until, and while. A subordinating conjunction is used to introduce a dependent clause. Now again another thing is coming, that what is independent clause and dependent clause. Independent clause is something that it has its own meaning. It doesn't require any other clause to complete its meaning. So dependent clause is that dependent clause actually depends on some other clauses that is in independent clauses. So we can see that I went to school without eating breakfast because I woke up late in this morning. So this is such kind of example. So where you can add this because is a kind of subordinating conjunction. Next is coming the correlative conjunction. What is this correlative conjunction? Correlative conjunction is that this type of conjunction always comes in a pair or is used to join grammatically equal elements in a sentence. Common pairs include the either or, neither nor. Those are very important. So this either or, neither nor, uh, so not only but also, both, and all these are very common correlative conjunctions. Okay, and in most of the cases no comma should be used between two elements. So we'll see that one such example. She planted to collect data by either, so this is either and or. So you can see she planted to planned to collect data either using an online survey or conducting phone interview. So you can, in this example, you can find the either or to this pair of conjunction that is called the correlative conjunctions. Now we'll move to next section. What are the common errors? So I listed on two common errors, that is punctuating the coordinating conjunction. What is that? The data was gathered through questionnaires, comma, and interview. Now here in this comma you can say that this comma is this error. So you can understand that this before the and, it should not be, you shouldn't put any comma. So it should be that the data was gathered through questionnaires and interviews. Another such example is that the John's friend snuck into his apartments to set up a surprise party, comma, while he was at home. Now again this was the comma before while. So this is a one type, another pattern of mistake. So John's friends knocks into his apartment to set up a surprise party while he was at home. Sorry, at work. So you can understand that that is common mistake that the students they actually do. So I hope you can understand that I have discussed the preposition and conjunction and their uses, their categorization, the kinds of preposition, kinds of conjunction that their use, and the some common errors the students generally they do. Uh, I have discussed it. I hope student will learn something from it. Thank you very much.
Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.